I needed blood when I was 4 years old for my kidney transplant. Donate blood because we'll never know who it's going to help.
I started donating to Lifeblood last summer because my uncle needed to have my blood for surgery. Ever since then, I've kept donating for the good of my community.
I started donating blood when I turned 17. My mom was a regular Lifeblood donor, and Lifeblood came to my church one night, and I had always wanted to give, and I realized at age 17 that I finally could give blood, so I decided then to go up and give it, and that was actually my first time doing it.
Hi, I'm Libby, and I work at Lifeblood to help people in our community provide blood for patients in need. Lifeblood is our community's only full-service volunteer blood center. Recently, our medical director, Dr. Edward Scott, met with a group of students to answer their questions about blood donation. Let's take a look.
Next week, our school is hosting a blood drive, and to get us ready to donate and answer our questions is Dr. Scott.
Thank you. Good morning. It's a pleasure to be here today. I'm Dr. Ed Scott. I'm the medical director and CEO of Lifeblood, which is your community blood center. What you're about to do, which is schedule a blood drive and host a blood drive, is very, very important to this community. It's important for you also. Many of you have not been blood donors before. Many of your fellow students and friends have not been blood donors. So there are a lot of questions I'm sure you have, and that's what I want to try to answer for you today. So any questions you have, we'll be happy to answer. Anybody want to start?
Why should I donate blood to Lifeblood?
Well, that's a great question. First, though, does anybody here know of anyone who's used blood for transfusion?
I needed blood before my kidney transplant when I was 4 years old.
As you can see, it's important for an individual to donate blood because blood has many uses to help support patients. When you donate a unit of whole blood at Lifeblood, you're donating the red blood cells, which are the most important component, most needed in the community. You're also donating platelets, and you're donating plasma. Now, all of these have unique uses and unique purposes and functions. Red blood cells are the primary component of whole blood and the main reason that we collect whole blood for use in the community. The primary function of a red blood cell is to carry oxygen from your lungs to all the muscles and cells of the body. It also carries waste products back. But without the ability to carry that oxygen to your muscles and to organs of the body, an individual will die. Platelets are very small cells that are present in whole blood. They're not as many as there are red cells, but they're very critically important to control bleeding and bruising. These products are used to support patients who have leukemia, cancer, and require these products to replace what their bone marrow is not able to make. Otherwise, they'll bleed to death. The plasma component of blood is also extremely important, not only because it carries the other elements of the blood, the cellular elements of the blood, but it also contains proteins that control and initiate clotting. Individuals who have a condition called hemophilia don't have enough of this protein and other clotting disorders that are required. So human plasma is the only source of that. That's why it's critically important that when a whole blood is donated, that it's made into plasma in order to be used to support patients. So you can see that a unit of whole blood has many critically important components that are used to treat patients who have very specific disorders. That's why it's important for the whole blood unit to be taken and divided into these components in order to make the most use of that for patients in the community.
Where does my blood go after I give it to Lifeblood?
In order to be prepared to be used for patients, it has to go to our laboratory here in town over on Madison Avenue, and is divided into its different components, into red cells, platelets, and plasma. The testing is done on it to make sure that it's safe for transfusion. It's put into inventory over there and then provided to hospitals as needed to support their patients.
Did you know you can give blood every 56 days or every 8 weeks? There's many ways to give blood. You can go to one of our mobile drives in the area, or you can visit one of our donor centers. Check out our website at lifeblood.org for more information.
Is donating blood safe?
Oh, it's very safe. There are any number of steps that are taken in order to make sure an individual is eligible to donate blood, and as part of that, one of the things we do is make sure that the individual has the right weight, that their hematocrit, or the level of red cells in their blood, is what it should be, their blood pressure is at a proper level, their pulse is normal. The issues associated with blood donation that make an individual perhaps a little more at risk of having an adverse reaction are the changes in the amount of blood that's in your body. Because we take out a small amount, your blood pressure responds to that, and most individuals after they donate do very, very well.
Does it hurt when you donate blood?
The process of collecting blood has to be done by sticking a needle into a vein in your arm. When the needle goes through the skin, there are nerve fibers there that sense that, and there is some discomfort. But it's more of just a dullness, which lasts a very short period of time, and then it doesn't continue. So from the standpoint of it being hurtful, no. Is there some discomfort? There is some. But the balance of that is the benefit that the blood donation offers to others.
What do I need to do before I donate to Lifeblood?
Well, again, blood donation is a very safe process, but during the process of blood donation, you do lose a little bit of your blood volume. Now, when that happens, it's important that your body have enough fluid in it so that change in blood volume is less of an issue for you. So one thing that's important for you to do is to drink a lot of fluid. And you can drink water, you can drink carbonated beverages, you can drink orange juice. Just make sure that you've had fluid within an hour or so before you donate. Also, it's important for you to be well rested. Now, the reason for that is that the process of donating blood is a little bit stressful. The more rested you are, your body is able to respond to the changes that occur after blood donation more easily. The third is that you probably need to eat a good meal within 4 to 5 hours before you donate. Now, if you're having a morning blood drive, you can eat a good breakfast. Don't just go and get a cup of coffee and a yogurt bar or something like that. Try to have something that's a little more filling for you before you donate. If you're going to donate in the afternoon, make sure you have lunch, these sorts of things.
Who can donate blood?
To be a blood donor, an individual needs to be at least 17 years of age. They need to weigh 110 pounds and be in good health. And their state of health is determined by both the mini physical that's done and also by the health history. So you'd think that a great deal of the population would be eligible to donate because there's so many people over 17 that weigh 110 pounds and in good health. Unfortunately, only about 5% of the population actually donates. About 5% of the population uses blood too. So on balance it may be okay, but actually we always need more blood to meet the needs of the community than we have. So we need more than 5% of the population to donate.
Hi, it's me again. Actually, giving blood at Lifeblood is very simple. It only takes less than an hour and you can help save 3 lives. Let's walk through the process of donating blood at Lifeblood. First, you'll register to donate. Be sure to bring your ID with you. Second, Lifeblood's medical professionals will conduct a mini physical. They'll check your blood pressure, pulse, temperature, and level of red blood cells. Third, you'll complete a donor interview. This is the part that tends to take the most time, but is very important. Next, you'll go through the actual donation. This part takes about 10 minutes. The needle stick feels like a small pinch and lasts for just a second. On average, 1 pint of blood is collected from each donor. After you're done, it's time for juice and cookies. You'll relax for 10 to 15 minutes while you're enjoying your snack. Take pride in knowing that you help patients in our hospitals. Now back to class.
Can I play sports after I donate?
Well, because your blood volume changes after you donate blood, it's best that you wait about 24 hours to engage in very vigorous sports.
Will I get sick after I donate?
No. Blood donation is very safe. Most individuals have no difficulty whatsoever after they donate, and our staff will look after you after you donate, won't let you go back to your class until you're fully recovered. You'll be fine.
Donating blood is the most effective way of helping patients in our local hospitals. However, there's many other ways to get involved. You can help spread the word about Lifeblood's mission, or you can organize your own mobile drive. There's many ways to get involved, so call Lifeblood for more information. Call 901-529-6320. Give blood, give life for our community.